From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening. I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. The votes are cast and the ballots are counted. We're following a lot of races tonight in Duluth, and we have team coverage across the city for the highest profile races.
That includes a historical win as Duluth's first ever African-American city councilor is elected. We'll hear from her in just a little bit. But first, one of the most closely watched races tonight is for Duluth City Council's at-large seats. Incumbents Eric Forsman and Noah Hobbs were up against newcomer Mike Mayo and Derek Medved. We're learning Derek Medved and Eric Forsman have taken those seats tonight in what was a very tight race. Medved paced the pack at 27%. Forsman picked up 26% of the vote, and Hobbs, the first person out, less than 300 votes behind Forsman.
CBS3's John Cardinelli is live at Medved's watch party at G.B. Schneider and Company off of Grand Avenue in Duluth. John, must be a party out there.
That's right, Tony. Everyone here is very excited with the results tonight, and the energy here is great. I'm actually joined right now with Derek Medved himself. Derek, congratulations on the win tonight, and thank you for joining me here. So my first question for you is, being a young businessman new to the city council, what kind of business perspectives do you hope to bring during your term?
Well, I just hope to bring, the common sense and just a lot of, really focusing on the issues, the basics. And we talked a lot about that within my campaign, the basics, infrastructure, housing, stuff like that, public safety, and really partnering with the community. And so the basics are what's going to matter. How do you build a good business? The basics, and focusing on community and taking care of the community. So that's how we're going to do, I'm going to bring that perspective to council, just focusing with the community.
All right, great. And being a native of Duluth, you understand the housing crisis that we have here. As a new member of the council, what ideas will you be pushing towards this term when it comes to housing?
Well, the great thing about me is that, from the western part of town out in Gary, we have a lot of parcel of land. We have a lot of development opportunity in the western part of town. And so I think there's not one size fits all. There's not one opportunity that's going to fix the whole problem. So really focusing and on that issue and working with everybody in the administration and on council is going to be key, working together to move forward on that issue.
Besides housing and business, what else do you hope to bring to the council during your term?
Just an open mind, a fresh perspective, and working with everybody. Granted, I'm a young individual in the community, and working with all the other individuals and learning. That's going to be the big thing for me, is I have a lot to learn, and I'm very eager. So just keeping that open mind, keeping a fresh voice, and the willingness to learn.
All right. Again, congratulations on the win tonight. Derek Medved, everyone. And I'll send it back to you in studio, Kristen, Tony.
All right. Big win tonight, for sure. Thanks, John.
We're also hearing from the other at-large winner tonight. That's Eric Forsman, who retained his seat after being appointed to the council last year.
So after today, we get back to work. We have a council meeting on Thursday, and we'll start right there. And then all the things that I've talked about throughout the campaign about working on affordable childcare, good paying jobs, affordable housing, all of those other issues that we've been talking about in the debates, it's time to actually put in the work and get those things done.
Meanwhile, City Council President Noah Hobbs was not reelected tonight. Here's what he had to say about his defeat.
We ran an honest campaign. We didn't hide what we were going to do, and we were very forthcoming on what we wanted to do and what we've done. And I'm proud of my record and proud of the work that I've done, and it's been an honor to serve.
First-timer Mike Mayo also lost his at-large bid tonight. He says he's proud of the campaign they ran.
I'm really grateful that I got to be part of this race, and that everyone brought forward unique ideas, and I would like to congratulate them and their success.
As we mentioned at the top of the show, a historic win in Duluth City Council District 5 race. To the best of the city's knowledge, Janet Kennedy has become the first African-American to serve on Duluth City Council. Kennedy faced off against Jeannie Knesny. Kennedy took the win with 52% of the vote. She says she's honored to be elected to the council and shared what her priorities are looking forward.
That means that we're going to have a stronger voice for Western Duluth. It doesn't matter what color you are, what age you are, what income you are. We're going to work together to make sure Western Duluth gets the investments they need.
District 5 serves the West Duluth, Gary, New Duluth, and Smithville neighborhoods. We'll have more on the rest of the city council election results later on in the show.
Moving on to the mayoral race now, incumbent Emily Larson was seeking her second term, running against David Noley.
And she has succeeded. She won with 63% of the vote. This means Larson will enter her second four-year term as mayor.
CBS 3's Gamiel Hall caught up with Mayor Larson at her watch party earlier tonight in Duluth.
Mayor Emily Larson has won over Duluth voters for the second time now, the first being in 2016 when she first took the seat. I'm joined now by Mayor Emily Larson. Mayor, how does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you.
Awesome. And what are your goals or what are your focuses going into your second term here?
Yeah, well, I think voters let us know that the direction we're moving in is one that they connect with and believe in. So we are going to continue to prioritize infrastructure. We will continue to work on affordable housing. We will continue to embed local job creation as one of the requirements of getting a public subsidy. And we're going to advance our energy efficiency and climate resiliency goals.
Awesome. And what is your message to the community of Duluth here tonight?
Oh, just thank you. Thank you so much for caring about the direction of this community, for always showing up when we have public meetings. It doesn't matter how boring they are. People show up, and I love that about this community. Thank you to engaging with a campaign that, you know, was really focused on values and ideas. And so I'm very humbled. The voters did not have to select me tonight, and they did. And that means a lot to me.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's all here from Mayor Larson's watch party. Back to you.
Thanks, Gamiel. Meanwhile, Larson's challenger David Noley said his campaign can be seen as an inspiration for others.
Know that I've presented an example here to my children and to all the young people in and around Duluth that anybody can step up, that you don't have to be a political insider, that you don't have to be part of an established party that has frankly controlled the Duluth political scene for a long time.
All right, let's take a real quick break from politics here and head over to Dave for a look at the weather.
Take a break from politics. We've got our own race going on in the atmosphere with high pressure versus low pressure, and it seems to be a stalemate right now. Higher pressure parked at the surface is forcing a low to the west to work up aloft, and by combining the two different pressure tendencies here, highs usually bring fair weather, lows tend to bring foul weather. Well, we get mostly dry conditions with just a couple of snow showers popping off here and there. Best chance for snow showers tonight and tomorrow night will be along the Canadian border and for the Keweenaw Peninsula in Michigan. Otherwise, it will be mostly cloudy. That's a tendency of the low, especially tomorrow morning. But the sun could break out for a few hours tomorrow afternoon, but warmth won't break out. It will stay cooler than normal tomorrow. How long will that last? We'll show you the 7-day, hoping for a break coming up after a little bit of a break.
All right, thanks, Dave. Turning now to the City Council District 1 race. Incumbent Gary Anderson facing off against Becky Hall. And here are our live up-to-date results on the screen, with Gary Anderson winning with 60% of the vote. This district represents the Woodland, Lakeside, and Congdon neighborhoods.
Turning to the City Council District 3 race, with Roz Randorf facing off against Teresa O'Halloran Johnson. Randorf takes a seat with 55% of the vote. This district serves downtown, parts of East and Central Hillside, and Park Point. Randorf replaces M. Westerlin, who did not run for re-election.
The Duluth School Board at-large seat is on the line today as well. Incumbent Alana Oswald against John Schwetman. Oswald has served on the board for 3.5 years. Schwetman is a UMD English professor. And here are live up-to-date results. Oswald will remain on the school board, taking just over 54% of the vote, as Schwetman received just under 45%.
Also on the school board, incumbent David Kirby is looking to hold on to his second district seat. He's being challenged by Harry Welty, a former school board member. Kirby won by a pretty large margin here, picking up 67% of the vote.
And for District 3, it's Paul Sandholm against Lauren Martell. Both would be newcomers to the school board. Nora Sandstead previously held this seat. Sandholm picks up that seat with 54% of the vote. This will be his first time serving on the school board. There are other races going on around the Northland and in Wisconsin tonight. We'll have more results later on in the show.
Well, a warrant has been issued for the man who set a fire that burned a Duluth synagogue to the ground. According to court records, a judge issued the warrant for Matthew Amiot's arrest on Monday. A week and a half ago, Amiot was sentenced to 90 days in jail and 4 years of probation in connection to the fire at the Adass Israel Synagogue in September. The judge's order stated that he should stay in jail until a treatment bed opened up. On Monday, he checked into Duluth Bethel, a drug treatment center, but according to court records, he left the center shortly after that. It's unclear at this time what the court's next steps will be.
A mine service vehicle crash in Virginia this morning killed one person. The Virginia Fire Department responded around 9:40 this morning to a crash at the Minorca mine. Crews discovered a mine service vehicle had crashed on a haul road on mining property. There was one person involved in the crash who was pronounced dead at the scene. The crash is currently under investigation. ArcelorMittal did not immediately respond to a request for comment. This is a developing story. Check back with us for updates. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, the Port of Duluth Superior has seen a successful season so far. We're taking a look at the contributing factors, including mining, after the break.
And perhaps it was the water levels which are up. Just a couple of years ago, we were worried about shortages in shipping things below water levels. Well, as far as precip goes, it's going to be relatively dry for the week ahead, but it will be chilly. We'll eye up the temperature trends coming our way, coming up in just a minute or two.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Find the home of your dreams with Homes by Edmunds. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Duluth's oldest real estate company, Homes by Edmunds, LLP. Sunday mornings at 10:30 on CBS3.
What are we thinking?
I'll have a steak.
Great. How do you like it?
Without having to dress up all fancy. With a couple sides included. And at a good price.
So...
medium rare.
Got it.
For a limited time, try our new top sirloin steak dinner. Steak and eggs, steak quesadilla, and more. For a limited time, only at Perkins. Nothing sweetens the season like a fresh baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Reserve yours today.
Find the care you need in the comfort of your home with Dove Home Health Professionals, assisting you with skilled nursing, physical therapy, and occupational therapy.
Hey, Minnesota, don't miss Orange Friday at Fleet Farm, your one stop for the season opener. Doors open 6 a.m. Friday with incredible doorbusters and blazing hot deals. Find gear, ammo, snacks, and everything in between. You can even gas up your truck. Plus, earn bonus bucks on top of Orange Friday savings. Hurry in. The first 500 customers in the door get an exclusive Orange Friday collector's hat and scratch and win tickets. Fleet Farm. Built for real life.
Power up your devices with Extreme Internet. With speeds from 100 meg up to 1 gig, you'll get the most out of your tech. Switch today and save 56%. Stunning streaming video, unbeatable gaming, incredible in-home Wi-Fi. Want even more? Ask about deals on TV service with TiVo and take your home entertainment to the extreme. Switch to Extreme Internet 100 today for $34.99 a month for 1 year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
With the last leaves falling, take your chance at the final dollars of autumn during Dovember at Black Bear Casino Resort. November 2nd, 16th, and 23rd from 6 to 9 p.m. 3 players will be selected each hour to punch out a prize up to $5,000 cash. And on Grand Prize Night, November 30th, 4 winners each hour will get their shot at the punch board and leave with up to $10,000 cash. Earn entries starting October 27th. Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com for more information. Make the Bear your place.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
The cold snap has begun, and temperatures today then didn't get too impressive. 20 degrees the top temp International Falls, 24 for Hibbing, 30 in Superior, one of the warmer locations, and towards the UP made it to 26 in Ironwood. We're supposed to be around 42. Another cool one is coming our way tomorrow. In fact, the week ahead, the 7 days all coming up are going to be cooler than normal, with a couple days hoping to get into the mid-30s. That'll be as close as we get, at least for the next week. So maybe there's hope the week after, but right now let's cast our eye upon the current conditions at the airport in Duluth. It's 20 above there. The sky is still clear right now, but again, with that battle going on between higher pressure parked at the ground and lower pressure trying to work up aloft, I do think we're going to increase our clouds here tonight, and that could actually bump temperatures up for some towns. When we show you the temps, you'll see some places are pretty chilly right now, and even though it'll be chilly tomorrow morning, will warm up a little bit. Right now the wind is westerly northwesterly 8 miles per hour, relative humidity 57%, and air pressure high at 30.28. Yeah, Arctic high pressure has come to the region. That's why we'll be cooler than normal for 7 days. Now, the cool temps I was talking about, down to 9 already, Big Fork, 9 in Ely, only 10 for Hibbing, 10 in Solon Springs, 7 Silver Bay. But again, with increasing clouds after midnight, these numbers will go up, and low temperatures, using quotation marks, by tomorrow morning should be in the mid-teens for a lot of our places. Right now, Doppler-wise, well, we've got a low pressure system, like I mentioned, to the west, trying to get up and over the surface. High pressure, and so clouds are starting to fill in from the west, and we're getting a few showers in Ontario here, and a little bit of lake-enhanced, lake effect snow towards the Keweenaw. That'll be an on and off process for the next couple of days, and it just might yield a little bit of snow for parts of our region, not everybody, but we all will be chilly, again, thanks to the Arctic high pressure. Now, with that low from the west approaching here, yeah, slight rain chances, no. Slight snow chances coming around tonight for some places and tomorrow night for others. And by the time all is said and done, snow totals will not be that impressive. You may get a bit of a dusting towards a ½ inch near border country in Minnesota, and parts of the UP may get up towards about 1/3 of an inch of snow. So nothing major coming this time around. But even that little bit of amount could slick up the roadway. So as always, drive cautiously when the snowflakes start to fly. Temperatures tonight, like I said, should warm up for some towns, and we'll have lows by dawn in the teens for Minnesotans. We're looking at low temps in the upper teens for Wisconsin. Maybe some upper peninsula flurries. Otherwise, mostly cloudy for all zones. Tomorrow, partly cloudy in the afternoon. We do build back towards the high pressure system winning out, and Wisconsin, Michigan temps should go 27 to 30. Minnesota temps inland, maybe mid to upper 20s, 30 by the lake, partly cloudy during the day, and then tomorrow night another little round of night border flurries coming across. And again, they probably won't add up to much at all. So here's the extended forecast. Daytime hours, clear to partly cloudy Wednesday and Thursday, highs only in the 20s. Cloudier Friday, high towards 30. Next low pressure system brings 30 to 40% chances for flurries both Saturday and Sunday for Minnesota deer opener. And the warmest day of the week should be Saturday at around 35. After that, we really tumble temperature-wise. By Marine Corps birthday Sunday night and Veterans Day Monday, low temps only in the single digits.
All right, thanks, Dave. Having a record year. That's the message from the Duluth Seaway Port Authority in the midst of the shipping season. In this week's Eye on Mining, we're taking a look at the contributing factors to that success, including Iron Range mines.
It's been a good season so far. It's been solid.
But thanks to Mother Nature's force, it didn't start out that way.
This season started off slow. There was a pretty heavy amount of ice cover, more than average for the second season in a row. So there were some challenges at the beginning, and once you lose time, there's no catching up.
Once the ice melted, the Natural Resources Port has continued to see steady numbers in coal, grain, iron ore, and wind energy cargo.
We're tracking toward about 35 million tons, which if we hit that total and exceed that total, it'll be the third straight season that we've exceeded 35 million tons of cargo here in the Port of Duluth Superior.
A large part of that success comes from mines on the Iron Range.
This season, iron ore has once again been strong. Currently through September, we're approximately 16% ahead of the 5-season average, and we are within 1% of last season's pace to this point. And last season was a 23-season high.
It also comes from the energy sector.
We set a single-season record for wind energy cargo this season in the Port of Duluth, breaking the record that we had set in 2008. So we actually ended up at 308,000 freight tons of wind energy components.
While Jason Rohn, Director of Communications and Marketing for the Duluth Seaway Port Authority, is pleased with the successes this year, he says they're always preparing for any challenges the industry might face.
Looking ahead to 2020, there are some storm clouds that we're looking at in the iron ore market. There's always the natural ebb and flow of demand for iron ore. And in addition to that, Minnesota Power recently announced a proposed rate increase, which could affect the mines. But the good news is not every storm cloud ends up being a cloud burst, so we'll wait and see.
Now, this past weekend, the National Weather Service issued its first Great Lakes freeze-up outlook of the season, and it's predicting near-normal weather conditions and ice formation beginning in late December. Rohn says that means it will be a sprint to the finish from now until the Sioux Locks close, which is typically in mid to late January.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, we have more election coverage from Cloquet to Hayward.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota, home of the largest selection of SUVs in the Northland. Visit KohlerToyota.com for 50th anniversary specials.
Real STIHL. Find yours. Pick up the BG50 blower for only $139.95 or grab the easy-to-use BG56 CE handheld blower. For the biggest jobs, go for the most powerful backpack blower in the STIHL lineup, the BR800 CE for $649.95.
Dear Catwalk, my sleek curves and chiseled looks may make for some seriously striking poses, but a real supermodel is all about what's inside. That's why I bring sharp tech and advanced safety, which the paparazzi can't seem to get enough of. Oh, please, no photos. Mwah. Corolla.
Right now, you can get $1,000 customer cash on a stylish new 2020 Toyota Corolla. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we maximize performance, increase strength, and give you the dependability you demand. We engineer our equipment precisely at every level. It's what makes us a leader. Now, write it off the lot, write it off your taxes with a Section 179 tax deduction when you buy new Kubota construction equipment by December 31st. See your tax advisor for details.
No one serves you better than Lula Gentleman.
Attention farmers, gardeners, landscapers, and anyone who sprayed or handled Roundup. Using Roundup has been linked to serious health risks including cancer. If you used Roundup and diagnosed with leukemia or lymphoma, you should know your rights and ask if you qualify for financial compensation. Time may be running out. Ask us if exposure to Roundup entitles you to financial compensation. Roundup victims, call now.
Hi, I'm Stephen Ray. For over 20 years, I've helped veterans with home ownership. If you're a veteran looking to purchase or refinance your home, visit us. Apply now, minersmortgage.com. Miners National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Brûlée, live at the Bear.
If you turn on our newscast, you're almost guaranteed to not see any national news. We're going to give you 30 minutes of news that's happening in the Northland.
Watch Anthony Mann weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on Live Local CBS 3 Duluth.
$5 million to build a new town hall. That decision was in the hands of Hayward, Wisconsin taxpayers today. Right now, the fire department, highway department, police department, and town offices are all located at the Hayward Town Hall. Town officials say they've run out of room for all of those departments, and the 55-year-old building is falling apart. The question for taxpayers today is if they want to foot the bill for a new facility with more room. And as you can see, the votes are not in yet for this race, but stick with us. We'll be posting them once they come in at CBS3Duluth.com.
There's a special primary election in Cloquet. It's to narrow down the candidates for the council's Ward 3 seat. They are Ray Show, Uriah Wilkinson, and Chris Swanson. The seat has been empty since July when Dakota Koski moved away. The top two vote-getters will move on to the special election in February. They are Chris Swanson with 124 votes and Uriah Wilkinson with 54.
Kelly's here to tell us what's coming up in just a couple minutes in sports. Volleyball?
Volleyball, no election-related sports.
All right.
Yeah, volleyball action from Romano Gym. The volleyball team continued their homestand. Plus, countdown to March. College hoops is back, folks.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Range Regional Airport.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Order new packing peanuts.
Why?
They're stale. I'm upgrading the toilet paper. Soft, huh? Here are the new safety vests I ordered. Huh? What do you think?
What's he doing now?
Testing the hard hats.
Ooh, I'm okay.
Western National can cover your business and your home. With Western National, you'll have to find something else to worry about.
I called Aspen Dental because I had a dental emergency. They assessed it right away. We're going to get you out of pain right now and be able to keep the tooth because that was really important to me. She sat down, this is what we're looking at. Financially, can you work with this? She didn't try to focus on anything that was unnecessary. She's like, let's get you comfortable now. That was being treated royally.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes to payments on your timeline, not ours. Yes to 0 down and 0 interest. And yes, we're all about the royal treatment. Call or book online at aspendental.com.
From morning coffee runs to family trips, away games, campouts, and weekend projects. No adventure is too big for the Honda lineup, with available all-wheel drive. Visit your Honda dealer and test drive one today.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
I'm Dr. Amy Van Straten with St. Luke's Obstetrics and Gynecology Associates. I have 2 daughters. They'll ask me when I get home from work, did I help any babies come out and what are their names? And then they will like to evaluate if that was a good name or not. With robotic technology, it's very rewarding to be able to do difficult surgeries through small incisions and see patients recover so quickly. When a patient comes to St. Luke's, I feel like they really get personalized care, and it's really rewarding to see patients absolutely loving their care.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
UMD volleyball beginning their final stretch of the season tonight, the second of 4 straight home games this week. Tonight, UMD welcoming in NSIC opponent Bemidji State to Romano Gym. Set number 2, Bulldogs leading by double digits. Kate Berg gets the set. On the outside, she knocks it down, and it's off the defender's hand. She had 18 kills. The Bulldogs had 3 front row players in double digits tonight. Summer Ballard was one of them. She gets all of this one. She had 12. And to round out the trio, to the third set, Abby Thor from the middle puts this one down. She had 16 kills on the night. UMD wins this one 3-2-1. They will host this weekend again. Can I get a hallelujah? College hoops is officially back. 132 days stand between today and March Madness 2020. Minnesota hosting Cleveland State at Williams Arena. First few buckets for the Gophers this season. They can kind of hit threes. Gabe Kalsher with the corner triple. The freshman had 9 points on the night. Leading scorer on the night, though, was transfer Marcus Carr. He drains the 3. His 18 was the game high. Third leading scorer was the pride of Cretin-Durham Hall in Woodbury, Minnesota. Daniel Oturo had 16 of his own. Gophers, they should have won this one. They won handedly, 85-50, the final. And big news for Golden Gopher football fans. PJ Fleck, the head coach of the undefeated Minnesota Golden Gophers, has agreed to terms to a 7-year contract extension earlier today that'll keep Fleck through the 2026 season. The former Western Michigan head coach is in his 3rd year with Minnesota. He has the Golden Gophers ranked as the 13th overall team in the entire country and has an undefeated record for the first time through 8 games since 1941. Minnesota has won 10 straight games under Fleck, which is the 3rd longest winning streak in the nation. The extension comes in ahead of a very big week for the Gophers. They're at home on Saturday hosting the 5th best team in the country. Big Ten opponent Penn State Nittany Lions are making their way to TCF Bank Stadium, who are also undefeated. Kickoff is at 11 a.m. on Saturday. To the NFL, the Green Bay Packers still are the best team in the NFC North. Let's preface that. But the team is coming off arguably their worst performance from Sunday afternoon on the road. Green Bay didn't score until the 3rd quarter against the LA Chargers. The team trailed 26-3 at one point. Packers fall to 7-2 on the season. Head coach Matt LaFleur stressed that his team is getting too comfortable, and it showed on Sunday.
The moment you start feeling yourself or you get comfortable, that happens. So hopefully that, we learn from this. We use it as motivation to have that sense of urgency in our preparation to make sure something like that doesn't happen again.
And the Bulldog football team got back in the win column in a big way this past Saturday. 63-0 total domination of Minnesota Crookston. At 6-3 now on the season, the Dogs are now guaranteed a winning season. Playoff hopes might still be bleak, but they're still looking to end the season on a high note.
It felt real good. It felt really good seeing the holes the O-line produce and just running through them after that.
Yeah, it felt good to have our guys play with energy and passion and excitement, execute on Saturday afternoon. I'm not so sure a couple of our games this year that we had that same energy and passion. So, Saturday was fun to play with lead, fun to watch our offensive line taking control of a football game, and defensively to get back to putting pressure on the quarterback, doing a good job, making sure we're controlling the run game.
UMD begins their first of final 2 games this Saturday on the road at UMary. Wild in action right now against Anaheim. They trail 2-1 on the West Coast. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Medical Center, proud to serve as the Northland's only adult Level 1 trauma center.
Water makes life possible on Earth and in our homes. Culligan conserves this resource with its high-efficiency water softener, the world's best because it uses less water, and that matters to all of us. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
The Dish voice remote just got even more powerful. Why'd we put so much technology in there?
You don't think I've watched a lot of football?
You want to put a little wager on it? Bet.
So you can settle that bet without ever taking your eyes off the game.
How many D1 football teams are there?
What you do with that power?
Oh, it's gotta hurt.
Well, that is totally up to you.
Don't look so sad, man. Come on, we're having fun.
New Dish voice remote with the Google Assistant. Dish, tuned into you.
Operation Hat Trick helps American service members move past the traumas of battle so they can focus on their lives at home. We help them address the visible and invisible wounds of war. Support veterans right here in the Northland by purchasing one of our hats. Show them that their lives off the battlefield are just as important as their service on it. Visit KBJR6.com or shop at UMD stores and Play It Again Sports to get your hat today. AAR, KBJR6, UMD, and Play It Again Sports are proud to support our veterans.
At North Shore Bank, we bank with integrity. This means our customers always come first, and we do whatever it takes to help you achieve your financial goals. Plus, it means we operate every aspect of our business with you in mind. When buying, building, or refinancing a home, no other lender will do. North Shore Mortgage has the experience and knowledge to keep the process running smoothly. Bank with integrity at North Shore Bank. Learn more online at northshore.bank.
The Greater Downtown Council celebrates Flavors of Fall during Eat Downtown Duluth Restaurant Week, November 4th through the 9th, with lunch and dinner specials from these participating restaurants. Culinary mastery, one price, one destination. Visit downtownduluth.com for Eat Downtown menus.
With the last leaves falling, take your chance at the final dollars of autumn during Dovember at Black Bear Casino Resort. November 2nd, 16th, and 23rd from 6 to 9 p.m. 3 players will be selected each hour to punch out a prize up to $5,000 cash. And on Grand Prize Night, November 30th, 4 winners each hour will get their shot at the punch board and leave with up to $10,000 cash. Earn entries starting October 27th. Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com for more information. Make the Bear your place.
New fall fashions are arriving daily at Mainstream Fashions for Men at Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
A well-known face in Minnesota is set to make an appearance on a national show as soon as we're done here. That's right, Senator Amy Klobuchar will be the guest on tonight's Late Show with Stephen Colbert. She's a 3-term senator from Minnesota who's currently running for president of the United States.
But first, Dave Anderson's here to talk a little bit about weather.
Yeah, and fond memories of the Klobuchar family up in Ely, where the senator's father is from. That's how we pronounced it back in the day. For the week ahead, that day is looking to be on the chillier side.
Have a great night.